Chapter 1. The Hidden Field. You live inside an ocean of energy. Every sound, every thought, every heartbeat moves through it. But here's the secret. You rarely notice it because you've been trained to look only at the surface. You think the world is made of solid things, chairs, walls, bodies, problems. But science disagrees. Quantum physics tells us everything you see is vibration, patterns of frequency, rising and fading faster than your eyes can catch. Energy pretending to be matter. Light slowed down enough to look like form. This is the deeper truth. Nothing is still. Nothing is separate. You and what surrounds you are made of the same field, moving at different speeds. Your brain filters most of this movement out. It has to, or you drown in sensation. But that same filter also hides your power. It convinces you that you're in the world instead of it. That you need to reach out to change something. When in reality, you only need to shift the frequency within. Energy doesn't respond to words. It responds to coherence, to alignment, to the quality of your focus. Think of it like tuning a radio. If your thoughts are scattered, you're lost in static. If your focus is clear, you lock onto the signal. The station was always broadcasting. You just couldn't hear it until you tuned in. So pause for a moment. Notice the energy in your body. Not the story, not the thought, just the pulse underneath it. That faint hum you feel when you get still enough. That's the field noticing itself through you. When you slow down, it meets you. When you focus, it sharpens. When you trust it, it amplifies. This isn't magic, it's resonance. Your nervous system is an antenna. Your heart emits measurable electromagnetic waves that shape the field around you. Every feeling you hold changes the geometry of space. So what do you want to radiate? Calm or chaos? Trust or tension? The field will mirror whichever you choose. You don't need to chase energy. You need to remember it. You've never been disconnected, only distracted. Take a slow breath. Feel the air move through you. Imagine each breath syncing your inner rhythm with the rhythm of everything that is. Right now, the space around you is alive with potential. Invisible currents waiting for direction. When you quiet the noise, you begin to sense it. The subtle pulse beneath all things. This is the start of mastery, not by force, by awareness. Let this moment remind you. The field isn't out there. It's you. And the moment you realize that, everything begins to move differently. Welcome to the hidden field. Your power is already here. Now, listen for it. Chapter 2. The Bioelectric Mind. You are electricity wrapped in skin. Every thought you have is a spark. Every emotion, a wave of current running through your body's field. This is not poetry. It's physics. Your cells communicate through tiny electrical pulses. Your heart sends out magnetic signals strong enough to influence the space around you. Your brain is not just thinking, it's broadcasting. Here's the hidden truth. You're not tired because you lack energy. You're tired because your energy is tangled. Your focus is split. Your circuits are overloaded with noise. Quantum science calls it decoherence. Spiritual science calls it misalignment. Both mean the same thing. Your signal has static. But there's a way back to clarity. It starts with awareness. Where is your attention right now? On the problem or the power? On the fear or the field? Your attention is a current. Where it flows, energy follows. When you dwell on conflict, your nervous system fires that pattern again and again. When you dwell on peace, your cells sync to that rhythm. This is neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reshape itself. But beneath the biology, it's also resonance. Your mind learns to hum with whatever it repeats. So ask yourself, what song are you teaching your energy to play? Pause. Notice the space between thoughts. Feel that soft electric shimmer under your skin. That's your field recalibrating. You don't need to push. You only need to tune. Think of yourself as a living radio tower. Your words, your emotions, your thoughts. Each one sends a frequency into the field, and the field responds with matching harmonics. This is why gratitude feels magnetic, why anger feels heavy. Each emotion shifts your electromagnetic code. You're rewriting reality every time you feel. So here's the directive. Simplify your frequency. Think one clear thought. Feel one honest emotion. Let the static fade. The mind doesn't create energy, it arranges it. When your thoughts, emotions, and breath move in the same direction, energy begins to flow freely. You feel lighter not because something came to you, but because resistance left you. Breathe deeply. Inhale coherence, exhale noise. Right now, your heart and brain are syncing. Tiny electrical patterns aligning like instruments tuning before a concert. This is coherence. This is power without strain. You don't have to control the current. You are the current. And once you remember that, every cell in your body begins to glow a little brighter. Welcome to the bioelectric mind, the living circuitry of consciousness itself. Chapter 3. The Observer's Paradox. You change the world just by looking at it. You always have. You just didn't realize it. Quantum physics discovered what mystics already knew. Nothing is truly separate from the one who sees it. The act of observation alters what's being observed. Particles shift their behavior when you pay attention. Reality rearranges itself in response to awareness. So what does that mean for you? It means your focus is creative power, not symbolic power, literal, measurable power. When you look at your life and expect beauty, the molecules of experience bend toward that expectation. When you stare at chaos, chaos sharpens its form. The field reflects the eyes that watch it. You are not standing outside your life watching it unfold. You are standing in the center of the field shaping it as you see. Every thought is an act of measurement. Every judgment collapses a possibility into a single outcome. When you say, "This is how it is," you freeze the wave. When you ask, "What else could this become?" you open it again. This is the paradox. To change reality, stop trying to control it. Observe with clarity, not resistance. Let what you see be what it is. And in that acceptance, it transforms. Your attention is not neutral. It's the sculptor's hand. It gives form to the formless. Try it now. Focus on one simple sensation, the air touching your face. Notice how it becomes more vivid as soon as you attend to it. Now shift your focus to your heartbeat. It wasn't silent before, you just weren't tuned in. This is the mechanism behind all creation. What you notice expands. What you ignore dissolves. In the quantum world, the observer and the observed are a single system. In consciousness, the same holds true. You and what you experience are one loop of awareness. Every emotion, every sound, every sight. It's all awareness looking at itself through different masks. So what if you chose to see from the level of the field instead of the story? To look not at the problem, but at the energy moving beneath it. You'd feel the current rearrange instantly, because the field doesn't obey force. It mirrors presence. Your job isn't to fix the scene, It's to become the kind of observer reality listens to. Quiet, attentive, clear. Pause now. Let your gaze soften. Let your awareness widen until it holds everything you hear and feel at once. No analysis, just observation. Notice how your body relaxes when you stop trying to change anything. That peace you feel, that's coherence between observer and observed. The universe isn't testing you, it's responding to you. And the moment you see with clarity instead of fear, the field shifts to match your vision. That is the observer's paradox. You don't watch life happen. You make it real by the way you see. Chapter 4. The Neural Alchemy. Your brain is not a cage, it's a laboratory. And every thought is a chemical experiment. Every time you think, feel, or remember, your neurons fire. Those signals become emotions. Those emotions become energy patterns in the body. Repeat them long enough, and the pattern becomes you. That's how most people live, wired by habit, not by choice. Their chemistry loops the same stories every day, the same fears, the same doubts, the same automatic reactions. But here's the deeper truth. Your wiring is soft clay, not concrete. Neuroscience calls it plasticity. Spiritual science calls it transmutation. Both mean this: you can reprogram the energy that runs your life. When you think a thought with emotion behind it, you teach your brain to expect that state again. That's why worry attracts more worry, why gratitude amplifies peace. It's not superstition, it's circuitry. Your neurons are listening, your cells are following, your field is mirroring. This is neural alchemy, turning reaction into creation. Start small. Notice the thoughts that drain you. Notice the ones that expand you. Now, choose differently, not by force, by repetition. Each time you catch yourself falling into the old pattern and shift, you fire a new circuit. You open a new path through the brain's electric forest. The first few times, it feels false. That's normal. The old pathways have history. They've been rehearsed for years. But if you keep walking the new route, the brain rewires to match the signal you hold. This is why meditation works. Why affirmations eventually feel true. Why healing isn't a miracle, it's mathematics. Energy obeys repetition. Consciousness stabilizes what it practices. So breathe. Feel the charge of thought before it becomes emotion. You are standing at the switchboard. You decide which current runs through you. Say to yourself, gently but firmly, I direct my energy toward expansion. Then let the feeling match the words. Your brain will adjust, your chemistry will follow, and your field will echo it back as new experiences. Alchemy was never about turning lead into gold. It was about turning unconscious reaction into radiant awareness. You are doing it now. With every conscious thought, you're sculpting your frequency. With every emotion you choose to keep or release, you're refining the current that moves through your body and into the field. This is how transformation happens. Not all at once, but one spark at a time, until your mind hums with coherence and the world around you begins to hum the same tune. That is the work of the modern alchemist. Not potions, not spells, just pure attention, applied again and again until energy itself bows to your awareness. Chapter 5. The Return to Coherence. Everything you've learned so far leads here. The point where energy stops being theory and becomes rhythm. Coherence isn't a skill you build. It's a state you remember. It's what you were before distraction pulled you apart. Your mind hums one frequency, your heart another, your body yet another, and you wonder why you feel divided. But when they move together, a quiet harmony fills the space inside you. That harmony is coherence. It's balance, not stillness, but flow without friction. Science calls it heart-brain synchronization. Mystics call it union. Different languages for the same truth. When your inner systems agree, reality softens around you. You begin to notice it. Conversations flow more easily. Decisions come without struggle. The right people appear at the right time. The outer world aligns with your inner rhythm. It's not coincidence, it's resonance. When your electromagnetic field is balanced, the quantum field listens more clearly. Your signal cuts through the noise. Intentions travel farther. Manifestations accelerate. But coherence isn't about perfection. It's about return. Every time you drift into chaos, you come back. Every breath, every pause, every moment of noticing. It's a return. Pause now. Inhale slowly. Feel your body catch the breath. Feel your mind quiet around it. That single moment of harmony, that's coherence beginning. When you move from coherence, you stop fighting the current of life. You surf it. You let the energy that built the stars move through you as effortless power. You're not pushing reality anymore. You're partnering with it. This is why spiritual teachers speak of surrender and scientists speak of flow states. Both describe what happens when resistance falls away and awareness directs energy like music. You are the instrument, and the field is the song. So here is your directive. Each morning, before you touch your phone or your worries, close your eyes. Breathe until you feel your heartbeat. Then match your thoughts to that rhythm. Let your body hum the same note as your mind. Do this often enough, and you'll start to live from that harmony. Words become clearer. Actions feel guided. Life begins to echo your inner tone. This is the real mastery. Not control, but coherence. You no longer chase outcomes. You align frequencies. And what matches your signal finds you naturally. The universe doesn't resist you anymore, because you've stopped resisting it. Everything flows through the same center now. Mind, body, field, one movement. Effortless, precise, alive. This is the return to coherence. Not something to reach for, something to remember. Because the truth is simple. You were never out of tune. You were only learning how to listen.